All right, people, we are back on Play It Forward, and today we have a producer, Elba Soto-Quinones. Elba, how'd I do?
That was perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you. And would you like to introduce yourself and the work that you're doing prior to starting?
Sure. Thank you for having me, first off. I'm Elba Soto-Quinones, and today I'm going to be talking about one of several recent short films that I produced. I chose this one specifically because I was a little bit more involved in some of the other ones. I helped supervise the script. I helped pick out costuming. I was actually the makeup artist on this. I had a little bit more of a hands-on approach on this one than some of the other recent ones I worked on. I even chose the name Ablation, trying to find something unique, which is very difficult in the superhero villain genre to find a name that's not too commonly used. So uh, it felt appropriate
Cool. And
for
what
it for this one, especially since it's set in space.
what is the meaning of ablation?
Uh, I should have refreshed my memory because it was a while ago that I picked it out. But I believe it has something to do with black holes and antimatter. So
Okay.
it just
Okay.
felt appropriate.
I see. All right. Well, so the first question to play it forward is, the idea that inspired you to do this. So this is kind of like a micro, short comedy spoof on traditional kind of fiction horror, bad guys. What was it in that, or about film in general, that inspired you and said, "Yes, I'm going to do this"?
So the filmmaker I worked with, Jordan Spalding, he was really the driving force behind this. He wrote it, directed it, starred in it. And it started with the idea of, every movie we have the stereotypical villain monologue where they drone on and on, they reveal all this information to the hero, and then the hero gets the chance to escape. And having that knowledge given to them by the villain, they're able to thwart them. And so this kind of took that idea of what if the villain, you know, beat them to the punch and took them out. So that was kind of the main inspiration. That mixed with kind of a slightly different take on the sci-fi genre. It's you can't do sci-fi in space without being partially influenced by Star Wars, but rather than being kind of like a space wizard, so to speak, uh, the idea behind Ablation's character was more that he was an interdimensional being and that he was trying to manipulate the time space continuum.
Got it. All right. So, what do you think it is about, whether it's, thwarting stereotypes or thwarting models or well, I guess those two things really are kind of the structure or the skeleton of this piece. What do you think it is about that that's inspiring to you and that comes from your life experience?
I guess, I've always grown up loving movies, wanting to be an actor, wanting to be a filmmaker. And when you watch a lot of movies, because I watch more movies than TV, frankly, there's so many things uh, that are, I don't want to say derivative, but there's only so many stories to tell. So we're always chasing that. What's the new spin on it? What's the new version of that? What's something that maybe hasn't been done before? And that was kind of, I think, part of the inspiration. Like I said, I was more of a producer on this one. That really came a lot from Jordan and his genius in that respect in terms of trying to find like that new little twist on it.
And in terms of, we've talked a little bit about the message. And the second main question to play forward is what's the message of the piece? And do you feel that there is a message to it? And if so, what do you feel it is?
I suppose the message is more meta in terms of create what you want to see yourself as. Uh, you know, Jordan has done a lot of comedy in the past, but he's also very talented with drama and villain roles. And so I think for all of us as actors, we want to create, if we're not getting those roles, we want to create those roles and see ourselves in that role on the screen.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. I think that's a great message to just, act on in your own life, and as you do it, inspire other people to act on that message too. Be what it is you want to see, and not necessarily wait for permission to do that. um
Right.
it's cool. The last question on Play It Forward is, how have you been personally changed after doing just that?
Well, this, as I mentioned, was one of several shorts that we worked on together. And a lot of the ideas and stuff came out of uh, when we were in quarantine. So it was a nice way to kind of still keep those creative juices flowing, still keep working, not let that, what ended up being a 2 year period, go by without creating something, putting something out there. And so that's just inspired me to keep working. I have a few horror stories in my back pocket that I want to kind of work on next. And so it's just keeping you moving forward, honestly.
Yeah, keep momentum going and not get stagnant.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, but thank you so much for being on the show. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. This was so nice. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, you're welcome. All right, everybody, till next time. Elba, again, peace out, and please let us know, any future work that you come up with,
Sure.
that you create. Please share it. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.